I didn't realise that if you look at a Monster Munch, it isn't actually a hand. It's actually a monster. You've been holding it upside down all your life.
Trying to get a hold on. They're a bit broken. I shoved them in my pocket. No, that's bollocks. That's not...
Genuinely, it's a monster with arms, legs, and its head.
Yeah, no, he's right.
That is a shit monster.
It is
a shit monster.
I always thought it was a hand, but regardless. Oh, we're live. Good evening. Welcome to Vape Talk UK, episode 125. Raffle Hype. And we're actually going to do it this time. We're not just going to talk about it and then kind of brush it under the carpet, dismiss it. We're actually going to talk about the raffle. Really, before the show, we really should have put up the donation link and everything, shouldn't we, really? That was a bit of a fuck up on Chris's behalf.
Nah, we'll do it after the show.
So, good week, everyone.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, fine. It's week.
You all seem shocked that I asked, and as though I give a shit.
Well,
yeah, I mean, it's a bit strange of you to care, but also it's a bit of a weird thing to be interjected into our normal vaping on, mate. It almost makes it look like we're friends as well as co-hosts.
It did kind of throw us. We were expecting you to go on what you're vaping on, and we're like, huh? What actually did I do this week?
I think we ought to talk about this very, very quickly before Stu loses his. We've all got our lower thirds back.
Oh yeah, he said mine keeps disappearing for some reason. We think we know why, but we can't do anything about it.
Stu, I need to ask.
Please don't die live on air.
So Chandler's got one in the pink, one in the stink. And Stu, you've got two in the pink, two in the stink.
Yeah, the Spocker.
Chris isn't good enough to have any.
I want to know why the pink and the stink on Chandler's are so far apart. You're like,
you
are a living example of the fact that people come in many different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, but generally the vaginal opening and the bum hole are really close together, and Chandler's seem to have like a fair bit of gooch in between.
Well, maybe one's just a tickle on the top, and the other's a little, you know.
Okay.
A little inspection under the hood. Should we really be talking about vaginas?
Why?
Why not?
It's natural. We're adults here. We are. You know,
yes. None of us actually have one.
It's biological. I think realistically, the stereotypical impression of English men is we'll all be down the booze or having a pint and talking about vagina. But the fact we talk about computers and vaping is another story.
So this evening we're going to talk about clout.
Clout. Is that like a really horrible name for a vagina?
Or growler or minge or
wound?
Anyway, Chris, what are you vaping on?
I am vaping on. Your three guesses.
92 milligram knit salts on a skillet box.
No. Well, I am, but not not predominantly.
When he says no, he means yes.
Tonight, gentlemen, I am vaping on this.
Oh,
yeah, it's beautiful. You're a dick.
It's got a hole in the door, mate.
It has.
He's a bellend. I'm not talking to him over that.
Look how
I forgot how mad I was at you about that, you prick.
Why is it so bright? Look at that.
That is incredibly white.
Really is very nice. It's exactly the same as Ollie's, isn't it?
It is almost. He's got like some weird Punisher sort of face on the door. But yeah, I've even got a white battery wrap.
Oh my god!
They're easy to get, mate. Look, you're not special. We've all got them.
Shut at you. But yeah,
well, you barred me off on the box.
I didn't even have a chance to receive it and see if I liked it. And you're like, yeah, trade me.
Well, then why did you say to me, "Oh, I've got a Molly and a Soul coming in that I might trade you for that"? Why even dangle the carrot, you dickhead?
Well, I really wanted your box, but then I saw this and I thought, oh, I really want that. And then I thought, oh, I might be able to get your box with this box. And then when I got it, I really wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you didn't actually have a. We do read chat, sub vapes, just to let you know.
Yeah, Sub Vapes turned up at about 6 o'clock this afternoon, and then got quite upset because the show hadn't started.
Well, why didn't you set the show to 8 p.m.?
I did set the show to 8 p.m. That's why I'm finding it funny and mentioning it.
Oh, maybe it's a different time zone.
Maybe it could be that.
Yeah, I think my camera might need a wipe actually. Thanks.
It does look somewhat.
It is a bit foggy, and I wasn't sure whether that was just your shed.
No, he's got chicken grease on the camera again.
Maybe there's like, I mean, it is in a shed. I've got a dehumidifier in it, but maybe it's moisture built up on the inside of the lens.
Because it's cold, yeah.
It is.
Cosy.
Oh, man.
I can't even show you it. It's like,
yeah, show us with the camera.
I'll take a picture and show you. Very weird.
Why am I waving while you're
Chandler's
taking
camera is fantastic. Chandler, what camera do you use? It's so good.
Me, it's a Logitech thing.
What, a C920?
Something like that.
You dick, that's the same camera as me. It must be your lighting.
I've got
it can't be my lighting. I've just got the.
I've got a C920 as well, I think.
So we're all using a C920, and everybody looks like Gash, apart from Chandler.
Yeah, everybody else looks like they're in Minecraft.
Can you see that or not? You can't really see the
that's
fog.
that's a C920, yeah.
You can't really see the fog in the picture.
That's not a C920.
Is it
Sure
not?
it is again. I was going to say, because that doesn't look like mine.
No, I was saying yours isn't.
Oh,
Chandler.
no.
That's a C920.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Oh, right. It's seen as everyone's taking pictures of their camera.
Yeah, I don't want to buck the trend. There you go.
What phone is that?
C920. C920's all round.
We've all got
Wait, yeah.
C920.
That's what.
How does Chandler's look so much better?
Maybe it's
I've got hyper fast, incredibly super gigawatt power broadband.
It
I'm
might be that there's not a massive amount for the camera to focus on apart from his head.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, but like your background's relatively blank. Like mine's a bit chaotic.
Yeah, and my wall is like right here. I mean, I'm in a rather small room.
To be honest, if I leave the camera on each of you, your cameras are all pretty all right. Is it just mine that's shit?
Why don't we ask in chat? They're watching. What do you think? Who's got the best camera?
Yeah, who has
There
got
we
the
go.
best camera?
We're gonna have a competition here. Who's got the best camera?
Whilst we're at it,
I think it's what's in the pic, not the camera. Cheers, Jim.
tonight is sponsored by Logitech. Yeah.
Yeah, Chandler. Oh wait, no. Ronnie said
Mark.
Mark's got the clearest camera.
Mark.
We've got a lot of votes for Chandler, to be honest.
Me. Okay.
No, Chandler's camera is definitely a lot clearer than mine and Chris's, and quite a bit clearer than Mark's.
Maybe I need to.
Yours is good, Mark.
Mine's starting to clear up now. I've put some like hand heat over it. It seems to have defogginated a little bit.
Which feed can't you see, Brad? Sorry, I'm replying to someone in chat. I should have actually typed that, but never mind. Oh, nice. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Mark.
Actually, that's probably it. It's probably the background, because Chandler's got a really high contrast background, whereas half of mine's black, so it confuses the focus.
And you've got a black t-shirt and a black chair, and yeah.
We'll just keep saying black then, like it's fine.
Yeah.
This isn't IOS, you know.
No, they say lick.
Stu sponsored by Dial-Up Broadband. What are you talking about? My internet's fast as fuck.
Apparently yours is the worst camera, Stu.
That actually can't be true. I have really, really fast internet.
I'm in a shed and I get a better broadband than you.
Yeah, your picture always looks terrible on my screen. Chris, you literally look pixelated as fuck on my screen every week.
It might be you're receiving broadband. How does mine look to you, Mark?
Terrible. It does every week.
Does it?
Yeah.
Chandler, is mine terrible to you also?
Your image, it's no worse than usual, to be fair.
Right, let me try and turn it off and on again.
To be fair, ooh, he's gone. To be fair, oh hello. To be fair, your lower third is perfect, and you're a bit pixelated, which is a little random.
Yeah, because the lower third would generally be pixelated as well.
Well, his lower third looks pixelated on my screen.
I pay for 200 megabits online, and I'm just speed testing it's at 100. I'm not happy.
No, I'll have a word.
Where's
the other half of your internet?
You're probably clogging up the bandwidth.
Bastards.
So, Chris, what were you vaping on again?
Oh yeah, this. And
oh yeah, that's right. You're a dick, and I hate you. Yeah, carry on.
And then this one. Oh, in that I've got that one that Stu does.
Cammy?
Tube that one. Wait, I don't know. Turtle one.
Cammy?
Cane, that's it. Yeah, I've got that in here, and then I've got 45 milligram Nick salts in this one. I am also using this, but I was dripping that one Stu makes on that mech, but then I took the bottle inside to fill up the squonker, and I left the bottle in there, so I can't drip it. So I'm just using this and that. We're vaping on James Hetfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not James Hetfield. Anyway, yeah. Go on then. Guess what I'm vaping on?
Something to do with pensioners.
Pensioners. Yeah, that one.
That
one.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, I've got the prisoner squonk box with the Entheon on top, but in it I've got some of that.
The fuck is that?
Lucky 13. I picked it up at Fest Expo even.
Didn't you talk to them on your show?
I did, yeah.
Yes.
Did an interview, and Sam Cracked His Pants, who was the bloke I was interviewing. He didn't quite realise until I thrust a microphone in his face that he was actually I think I was serious. It was mildly amusing. But yeah, no, it's a really nice. Go on, what is the flavour? It's kind of fruity mango, orange. Oh, here you go, mango, orange, grape. But it's got a cooling agent in it as well. It's quite nice, and the cooling agent is really really subtle. It's not overpowering like you can get in some juices. Nice flavour, a little bit summery, which is a bit weird now it's getting cold, but nice.
I do want to give a big shout out and a good evening, and thank you for joining us to Chris Swallow this evening.
Sub-ohm soldier.
Sub-ohm soldier, yeah, he's been struggling to watch for the past few weeks. I've just told him to try a different browser and it works fine. So welcome aboard, Chris. Good
hey,
is he a soldier?
No, he's a fireman.
Does he sub-ohm?
Yes.
Halfway there, then.
Just been picked up on the rig team.
You what?
Just been picked up for the rig team.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I met him for the first time at Expo. Lovely fella. Really nice guy.
Was he shorter than Chris? JB?
Was he what?
Was he shorter than Chris?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I reckon he probably is a little bit shorter than Chris. He's not that short, though.
To Mark, everyone is short.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Not half.
He looks like the red Martian out of Space Jam.
I've not seen Space Jam.
I think he's red. Let me just double check. He might be blue.
Isn't that really, really expensive e-liquid that no one vapes anymore?
What's that?
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Oh, God, yeah.
I meant the film Space Jam.
I thought that was the euphemism for when astronauts masturbate.
Ew.
Oh, he's got Space Jam everywhere.
All right, well, going back to what I'm vaping on that note. There you go. That looks absolutely ridiculous, but I wanted to try my Rebel on top of the Vulcan one.
Chandler.
Yeah.
The new recoil is 25 mil.
And we'll fit on it, won't it? Oh, hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
I thought it was more the green and brass, which I thought looked a bit iffy more than anything else. But yeah,
I think the green and brass is fine. I think the 24 to 26 mil's fucking with me a bit, but
yeah. Right, there you go. That's another excuse to get a recoil rebel. And I'm dripping. Is that coming up?
Ram.
The ram. If I remember right. Basically,
the hazelnut one, isn't it?
Hmm?
That's the hazelnut one, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. My wife actually bought me some hazelnut flavored coffee, and I suddenly went, I've got some juice that might go with that.
Here's Mark. It was blue.
How insulting. How insulting.
Oh, look how tall he is.
I have not got a bald head.
How really? Or we can just go with this. This is kind of what Mark looks like. Oh no, he looks like the cartoon version. There we go.
What are you trying to say about my ears, you cunt?
That conscious, aren't we? I can't see anything. Look, I've got one ear that sticks out more than the other. You see that?
No.
This one sticks out more than that one does.
Yeah, I've got that problem as well. Look, this one sticks out more than this one.
Why do you think I wear headphones?
So that you can hear.
Yeah. So your wife doesn't hear all the bullshit we talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that too.
They're a bit sweary, aren't they? Your new friends, Ian, they're a little bit sweary, aren't they?
They're a bit boisterous, those bigger boys. I don't want you going down the park with them anymore because I keep having to give you twice the lunch money.
You are a rowdy
lunch
bunch,
money to
I
the
must
park.
admit.
Huh?
Who takes lunch money to the park? We can see how you got where you are.
No, he
When
took
you
the
get
lunch
back-
money off the kids in the park.
Well, no, when you go to like the playground before school, play park.
That's not the park.
It's a play park, isn't it?
Chandler, are you vaping anything else?
I've got a tank. There you go. One more, and then I'm done. I've got my Infineon Bucks because I've been squonking so much. I've been neglecting it. And
Yeah,
I
that
forgot-
video's lovely. That's a troll on there, isn't it?
yeah, and unfortunately, it's a gold troll and a silver box, but you know, needs must. Yeah, it's stunning. Dual parallel. I forgot how nice it was, and that's got lemon tart in it. From Dark Star. I haven't got the bottle anymore because I threw it away, but the bottle looks vaguely like that. But not vanilla bean. There you go. So there you go. That's what I've got in there. Yeah. Right. That's my vaping done. So who's not gone yet? Mark.
Me and Mark.
Mark. What are you vaping on?
Can't you go guess?
Can't I guess? Oh, you've got the.
Guess with everyone else.
So 87 milligram toilet duck.
Yep.
Right.
And some
in the Nautilus 2.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then whatever you grabbed before the show that you've not actually been vaping on, but you needed a second-hand check because all you've been on is toilet duck.
No, genuinely, you're wrong.
It's definitely Molly. There's got to be a Molly in there somewhere.
Might be a squonker in there.
No.
No?
No.
Oh God, what's the least likely thing that you'd be vaping on? One of those new, one of those new Me one, not the Me ones, the Me pod things.
Is that an RX Gen 3?
An RX Mini. You're right with an Nautilus 2. But I'm reminiscing. The old school.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah, he did go on about that. Actually.
Yeah, boy.
12 milligram slime from Just Had Nick. Quite impressed as well. Next day postage.
Yeah, they're not bad, are they? You see, I put them on the boner board, nice and high, and everyone was like, "Oh, I ain't used them. I don't really know." Fucking good, aren't they?
They can have my vote.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just that Nick.
I'm tempted to enter our raffle so I can win the Just Own Nick prizes.
I'm tempted to enter you.
You did that at Expo, and it wasn't very. It wasn't.
Do you know the kits that we've put up? Was it definitely the kits that he offered?
Yeah.
It wasn't just 2 bottles of.
No, he said kits.
No, there'll be self-mix kits. That tends to be their main business, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's what he said. 2 kits.
So, excuse me. My second-hand check. There's the Soy X.
Oh, look at you, you glory hunter. They win an award and all of a sudden you're using them again.
Yeah. You're the Man United fan of vaping, aren't you?
He slagged them off. You said that they were shit.
Do you know what's actually made this decent? What made me actually start enjoying the vape is the stock drip tip.
Oh God.
Oh,
I hate it so much.
yeah. Mate, you know what? I'm sure it works fantastically, but I just hate the styling. I just really don't like anything at all about how it looks.
Well, I changed the stock drip tip the second I got mine and threw the stock drip tip in a cupboard somewhere. And then I didn't like it, so I sold it. And the guy was really adamant that he wanted that stock drip tip. He said he really liked it. So then I had to fucking dig through fucking all this stuff and dig out the stock drip tip. I sent it off, and it turns out it didn't fit because it was a stock drip tip from the V1 that I'd chucked somewhere. So I had to find someone who had a stock drip tip left that they didn't want to post to this guy because he really wanted it. It was a fucking right pain in the ass.
Great story, bro. Anyway, and on that,
this is why you're only getting coal for Christmas, and you are off my Christmas card list.
was I ever on your Christmas card list?
I don't do Christmas cards, but I would have.
Anyway, so, and I'm vaping on Mary's Kitchen. Jump past it.
Oh, this is going to be a long fucking show. What? So anyway, what are you vaping on, Stu?
Hang on a minute, I'm typing in Somerset to Dino.
I didn't just say it, now you've mentioned it.
No, I am vaping Therion 166 with the Vandy Vape Berserker, which I picked up. Oh, nearly dropped it. Nearly put it down very forcibly. Which I picked up. When did I pick it up? Last Thursday. First build I put in it, I thought it was a bag of shit because I got absolutely no flavour off it. Turns out that the coils that were included with it were terrible. Got it home, rebuilt it. I'm really fucking impressed with it. Imagine Nautilus 2, like Nautilus Mini, sorry, not Nautilus 2. Imagine like Nautilus Mini airflow on an RTA. It is fucking banging.
I'm curious now.
Really, and mate, under 35 quid. Like K-Fun quality airflow, and like I've vaped quite a few K-Funs, you know. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. K-Fun quality airflow. Definitely not K-Fun flavour, but 35 quid.
Is the flavour better now? Because you were saying that the flavour was pretty gash, right? Yeah.
Yeah, after I took off that first coil and put a bit of nichrome in there, I've just got nichrome round wire in it now. The flavour is actually good. I would compare the flavour to a Nautilus 2 on the stock coil, to be honest. Probably somewhere close to that.
Yeah, what's with all this mouth to lung bullshit?
It's called not smoking cigarettes.
I didn't show my mouth so long, but anyway.
It's
That's fucking banging. I'm really, really impressed with that.
What build you got there, Stu?
On that, I'm just fucking dropping everything tonight. I just dropped my juice bottle straight down on my keyboard. I've mixed up some Nico from our line with 12 milligram Nick. Very clearly marked it on there so that I don't accidentally drip it.
I've done that before.
I've been toying around with these at the moment, mixing them at higher Nick because I would like to do some TPD compliant juice at some point. And so I just sort of been a bit curious as to what they vape like on a mouth to lung.
I did that with some at home. I wrote tank on it because I made it 12 milligram and then I dripped it.
Oh,
Yeah.
blew your head off.
Not good. Not good at all.
Right.
Did you?
I
Have you
had
knocked
on the bottle.
Is it still 70-30 or have you knocked it down to a 50-50?
I just added nicotine. I added VG nicotine.
I just added
VG
Nick and a bit of PG to this. So it ends up at 12-ish milligrams, 65, 35-ish, or no, 55-45-ish, sorry.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's like it goes through that Berserker without even struggling at all. So, you know, it's good enough for what I'm using it in. So yeah, that's been really nice. And then I got vape mail today, and I am fucking in love. I'm really, really having a very good time with it. So I got this.
Yay!
Look at that. Let's get it close enough so my camera focuses. There you go.
They're nice, but I don't understand if they're sort of really sought after or what. I don't know much about them.
The Stabwood, the black Delrin and the white Delrin are very, very sought after. The Stabwood, you can send blocks in and they'll make them for you. They're just expensive. So they tend to just be sought after because they're expensive. The black and white Delrin ones both come out in really, really limited numbers. With the walnut, basically...
Colours on them. Because I swear someone showed me a picture of like a white one with green trim.
Yeah, different hardware colours. That's the thing, yeah. With the walnut, you basically get your choice of gloss or natural. This is the natural. And they're just readily available. You can buy them straight off of Limelight Mechanics. And it's essentially the same mod, just with a wooden shell instead of the Delrin or Stabwood.
You buy it direct.
But this has had the MOSFET upgrade in the switch as well. So the switch is like, you won't be able to hear it clicking, but it's got a really nice little click to it. And it just fires like really quickly. So
is it what do you call it? Is it, did you buy it direct from them?
No, I've got it in a trade off of UK Squonkers.
How much are they?
220, somewhere around there, plus the cost of the MOSFET upgrade. You know, they're not a cheap mod, but they're a very, very good mod. They're really, really well made. I mean, to be honest, there's not another wooden box in this world that I would touch with a barge pole. And it's because whenever you buy wooden boxes, there's just always loads of finishing issues, always loads of areas where, like, you know, the waxing isn't finished, or there's splinters, or there's always something that pisses me off with them. And this is perfect. The finishing is head to toe, absolutely perfect. And the ATI's new as well. The ATI is the basic from 5As. It's a typical squonky single coil. It's got some weird airflow that goes in through the top cap and then down into two matching slots in the deck, and then comes out under the coil and comes back up into the mouthpiece, which is kind of funky.
Yeah, I don't like the look of how close that coil is to the drip tip.
It's very flavorful, but if you over squonk it by even a tiny amount, it will spit molten juice straight into your mouth.
Oh, love it when that happens.
It's definitely a lesson in not over squonking. But you know, as long as you get to grips with that, then not a problem. But I am a serial over squonker, so there has been some painful lessons over the course of the day.
Yeah, as long as you don't make a very common mistake that you're definitely going to make.
What's that?
Huh?
What over squonking you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to do it at some point. You know, to be honest, I could probably seat the coil a touch lower. There's probably a couple of millimeters more to give, but I'd imagine that would have a negative effect on the flavor. So I don't know. I'll play with it a bit more as I get used to owning it. I've got a nice Alton cap for it lying around somewhere as well. I don't know where I'll put that now, but that's about somewhere. That looks really pretty. Yeah, I'm really digging it. Flavor's fucking fantastic. I'm vaping in that maple from the new Juice Saws Danish line, which is very tasty.
You were showing me that on Hangouts last night, then,
Yeah.
This is the only maple vape I've ever tasted that actually tastes like maple syrup.
Are you joking?
I've never had a maple vape before.
What was that thick oil one? The donut.
See, I didn't think that tasted anything like maple syrup.
It tasted just like maple syrup.
I eat fucking a lot of maple syrup. It's one of my favorite things, and I honestly didn't think it tasted anything like maple syrup. But this one I think tastes a hell of a lot like maple syrup. Really good smokiness, dead sweet. Obviously, because it's a Danish, it's got some pastry stuff going on underneath it as well. I mean, you can tell it's juice saws. You know, those that vape their juices regularly will know what I mean by that. You can very much tell it's juice saws. I mean,
It's very sweet.
well, this was a clean build this morning, and if you look in there, you can see how black that coil is already.
Yeah.
In fact, it wasn't even a clean build this morning. That was a clean build this afternoon at about 2 o'clock.
See, I do like a lot of the stuff Juice Source do, but it is pretty sweet.
Yeah, very, very high in sweetener, which, you know, is fine as long as you accept the fact that you're going to clean your coils a bit more often, then it's fine. Vape sweet juice, you know. I just fancied something sweet today, and I know that Juice Source is always bang on, isn't it? It's always dead sweet.
Yeah. So put a new RAFFLE battery.
That's actually it for me this week. I'm only on the 2.
There's no me one.
Me what?
The Berserker has decommissioned it, mate. It's.
Sorry about that.
Oh, did that fall off then?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. I was looking down.
Chubby oil, that's the one, James. That's just like maple syrup based jelly donut. That's exactly what it tastes like, and that's what it's supposed to taste like.
Give it to me.
Maybe you just didn't have it in the right RDA.
Well, it was Max's sample that he gave me that he was giving out at Expo.
What? You've just got it?
No, Expo. Mark, which Expo did we meet at? Was it the May one, like a year ago?
Last October, I think we met.
Last October.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that Expo.
Well, did you just try it on a dripper then?
Whatever setup Max had. I think Max had it on Plastique series box. And
I'll have to send you some. It'll be his build. He vapes like fucking stupid build. He doesn't vape like a normal person. So you won't really get the full. He's really weird. He'll either vape like a really nice tight mouth to lung, and then he'll do like airflow open, fucking massively stupid build. Excuse me. And yeah, there's no in between for him. It's either, you know, going in reverse or going 700 mile an hour. I'll send you some to try. It is fucking amazing.
You send that with that salt nicks that you're shipping me.
Yeah, actually, I've got more in here. I need to go through my collection and see which one I've got the most of.
You're a good egg. Yeah, we both want to try that on these and see what it's like on them.
Because I've got another 3 more bottles somewhere. I think I had like 5 bottles left in this big house. I had like 5 bottles left, and then I had another 13 arrive yesterday. So I've got a fair stock of it.
Nice. Well, I'm more than happy to relieve you of a little bit of that. Wouldn't want you to have to carry all that weight on your own, mate.
Well, I've been doing it for years, son. Don't you worry.
I'm glad you went there because I didn't need to. That was great. Mark, do you want to tell him about the waffle?
Waffle?
Let's talk about the waffle.
Waffle.
As you know, we are running a raffle for cancer research. The raffle was brought about due to a collection that James Clark, I forgot his name then, James Clark started after the sad passing of his nan. Now decided that it'd be good to put in collectively. So we have started a raffle. Now we've been offered and collecting prizes over the past couple of weeks prior to this. So this evening we're going to go through some, but not all of the prizes, because we still have some more to confirm. So we're excited, guys.
I'm excited. Do you know what? I just know that James Story's going to win everything because he just wins every fucking giveaway and raffle ever.
He did say earlier he was looking forward to buying tickets. I've popped a post up on the VT UK. In fact, I'm just going to pin it. Confirm. There we go. So I've popped up details. Basically, it's £5 a ticket. And as many entries as you like. What you do once you've made your payment for the ticket, you take a screenshot and put your pop the screenshots in the status on the page. You need to remember to put that screenshot in. If you don't screenshot in, then you may not be entered.
And I'm guessing every ticket will be assigned and put into a spreadsheet. Absolutely. And then the ticket numbers will go into a randomizer. Are we doing it that way?
We'll randomize it, and in a couple of weeks' time, we will do a live draw, live giveaway for those that entered. James Clark, yes, you can buy tickets. In fact, if you don't, I'll be disappointed. So let's start. Top of our list then. I've got a bell end out the front of my house, revving his car like a cock. Break.
Like you can hear you over this car engine.
Probably not, but it made me feel better. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Anyway, so first on the list, our first prize was donated to us by Flawless. They put up a Tugboat DNA 200, which is a very, very nice prize. I think now, what are they about price-wise? I think they're quite expensive, aren't they?
They've got to be around 150 quid mark. They're a lipo DNA 200.
I want to say closer to 200, I'll be honest.
I think they're about 199.99.
Yeah, I think they're about 200
Wouldn't
quid.
surprise me. That's a lovely little prize, that is.
Let's have a look.
And they're nice looking boxes. I don't know if you've actually seen them.
Tugboat DNA 250, 150, 160, depending which one you get.
185, 160. Yeah. So
there. That's all right.
That's a nice little.
Oh, where have I gone? Can you still hear me?
No.
No.
Unfortunately.
Why's my video disappeared? Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay, so second on our list, from courtesy of justadnick.co.uk, John has put up 2 100ml self-mix kits with a winner's choice of flavour and nick strength.
Slime, obviously.
What'd that cost you?
Depends on your nick strength. Your base price is $12.99, and then you pay for your nick shots on top.
There we go.
It's worth, that prize is worth between 26 and 36 quid, I think, something like that.
And there's postage.
We also, next on the list, from Modmaker, we've been given the squonk refill system, 510 tightening kits, and 2. What have we highlighted? New silicone bottles. The new silicone bottle kits,
yeah,
right?
Aren't they, the new ones?
I was going to say, I hope they're not second-hand and used silicone bottle kits. We have got from Craig Nicholson. We all know that he does a lot of stuff, makes mods, restores mods. He's actually done a customized rat predator for us to give away. So it'll be.
Have you ever seen any of Craig's rat finish stuff before?
It's quite nice, isn't they?
They're fucking cool. They're actually really, really cool.
They are very nice. Vapesqui. Why did I read that? We have got. We're going to break this down into different bundles. So we've got a full thick oil bundle. So there's three 60ml short fills in that. That is toasted echina and butter oil. We've also got the ephemeral bundle. The ephemeral bundle consists of RAM. I'm struggling.
Ram is the hazelnut butter.
Yep.
Panda is the apple popcorn, toffee apple popcorn.
Rolling custard.
Yeah. Here is the
Peanut butter pudding.
Peanut butter one. Yeah.
Peanut butter pudding.
No, deer is the cinnamon.
No, that's lion. Lion's the cinnamon one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, deer's the peanut butter pudding and lion's the cinnamony one. Yeah. Fucking hell, even I can't remember, and I've had them all more than once.
We've also got a Raz bundle, so that consists of blue Raz and cool Raz. Thank you, Chandler.
Are these all separate prizes, Mark?
Yeah, I'm going to bundle them up. Yeah, so there's 3 prizes there. I'm also going to give away a mechanical mod. I think that's probably going to be a connoisseur from League of Scoundrels, but we'll see. Also got.
It won't have spit marks on it, will it?
No, not at all. Also got a full range from the new Jeffrey's Vintage Vape range. So mint, orange soda, cream soda, iron brew, and a cloudy lemonade.
I can't wait to try those.
You'll have them by next week, mate.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. I want my free shit, man.
I want my fucking iPad back.
I've spent so much time around JB now that I feel entitled to free shit.
I want my iPad back.
Your iPad?
Well, my business partner's iPad that you've had for 16 months.
Mark saying cream soda sounds good. They haven't officially been released at Expo, and I thought I'd taken some for people to try. I thought Mark tried it. Anyway, next on the list, we have got Chandler. He is giving away a Vape Talk UK wank rag. Have you got one of those?
Yeah, I think I've got one in my pocket. I'm trying to find it. There we go. It's a bit screwed up because it's been in my pocket, but there we go. One of those. Yay. I've got 2 of those, actually, so there's 2 of those to go in.
BT UK surrender flag.
Yeah.
Can anyone tell me how you reduce the size of an image in Photoshop?
Control T. Oh, are you the physical size or just
Click the image menu and click resize.
canvas size?
No, canvas size will change the canvas and leave the image the same. Image size will reduce the whole image.
Oh, okay, but then you have to reduce the size of the canvas afterwards.
I think it takes it with it, or just crop it if you want. Transform it and crop it.
Chandler has also put in a custom squonk mod as well. What number will that be, Chandler?
I don't know. It won't have a number on it, but it will be the fourth one I've made. So it'll be number 4.
So,
is this going to include the new vaguely vaping related podcast logo?
Actually, no.
Oh, because you said something about that in one of the casts, didn't you? That there was going to be
I did, yes. Somebody, you may have noticed that if I take my video off, there you go. There's the new logo, the vaguely vaping related logo, and that was done by Steve Vince. Is that his surname? Vince Badger?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Steve Vince, yep, that is his name. The man they call Badger.
So he'll be getting the one and only vaguely vaping related podcast squonk box. He's going to have a unique one. So yeah, that's getting done, and the boxes should be with me end of this week. So as soon as I've got it, I'll post a picture of Steve's box, and I'll post a picture of the box that I'm going to throw in for the Vape Talk raffle.
Sweet. Mark, did you see that from Kev Lester?
I did. I've just put it on I've put it on our sheet.
Thank you, Kev.
Our next one is from Vulcan Brothers. I'm going to split those up if that's all right with you.
Yeah, feel free.
So we have got 5 of the 60mm short fills from the Vulcan Bros range. They include.
No, you say the fucking names. You sell them.
You
You should know all the names and flavour profiles.
We've got Hacker Chow, which is a bakery custard. We have Came, which tastes like ejaculate. We
you got through one. Seriously, you got through one.
Oh dear. Where did I get to? Am I in the right order so far?
No, you've done 1, then 5.
1, then 5.
Nico
Hacker Chow.
It's Nico next.
Hang on. Where did I get to?
You've done Hackacho. It's Nico next.
No. Hacker Chow is the butterscotch custard.
Yep.
Chow is that the banana?
You're looking at your website, you cheeky prick. You're fucking looking at your own website. I know what you're up to.
I'm not. I'm genuinely. Hang on.
Oh, I'm confused. Which one's which? There you go. Oh, fuck it. There they are.
Genuinely not looking at my website. You can't see. Look. Honestly not. I'm honestly not. I got to the banana, beignet, bagnet, whatever.
Yep.
What else?
Donut.
What have I missed?
Nico still.
Nico, that is the frozen berries.
No, that's the exotic fruits. Exotic
Oh,
fruits.
thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much. Hakucho is a custard with bakery and butterscotch. Nico is exotic fruits and cream. Chow is deep fried banana fritter with cinnamon. Ryu is blueberry, strawberry, coulada. And Kami is mojito with fresh mint and a little bit of apple.
Why didn't you just do that in the first place?
Because I wanted to see you struggle. But instead of struggling, you just fucking took the piss.
And it also added an extra 3 minutes to the show.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, a full line of Vulcan brothers. We also have a full Vulcan 1 and Alpha setup in your choice of either brass or stainless. And we also have a either the choice of a t-shirt or a snapback from the same range.
There you go.
You probably haven't noticed because I'm normally so placid and quiet, but I've been quiet for the last 15 minutes trying to draw a little logo onto my lower third because I felt left out.
I've just seen it.
So I've had to boot up Photoshop, which I haven't used in so fucking long. And I had to work out how to do that whole fucking thing. It took me 20 minutes just to put that on there. But it's on there.
Why didn't you use the second one that I gave you that got the smiley on it?
Because I had the smiley covering my fucking face. Yeah.
Well, I thought that might make it a little bit, you know, a bit more aesthetically pleasing for the viewers.
It's a reasonable point he makes there, Chris.
Aesthetic is the Bavarian equivalent, right? Bavarian aesthetic. What did you call it?
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Potato.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Next on our list, we have prizes from the Yorkshire Vape 2IV. We've got the full Mary's line. That consists of jam pastry. There's a lemon.
Isn't it jam pasty?
It is jam pasty.
Jam
pasty, lemon Madeira.
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 Of course, yeah.
I tried putting that on one of the posts saying, "Oh, I like Madeira cake," and just they didn't bite on the comment at all. Just did not notice the spelling mistake.
And then there's blackberry pie and raspberry pudding.
Raspberry pudding, yeah.
Raspberry pudding that's always sold out because it's so nice.
We also have the Ice Hundo full line. I'm not sure which of those he's got translated into.
Suspend 6 AM, 8:30.
Are you sure they're going to suspend?
Suspend's definitely an Ice Hundo. Yeah, I've seen a bottle of it. And I think Rottle, maybe.
Yeah. Again, I stock these. I should really know these. So you've got 6 AM, 8:30 PM, Crown, Rottle, Suspend, and Warrant.
There you go. I thought it was 4 though, not 6. I didn't know that Crown and Warrant were icy.
Yeah, no, they've made icy versions, haven't they? Because obviously they've not put through the cinnamon one.
Because that wouldn't work. The
Yeah.
strawberry churro. What's that one called? The strawberry churro?
Strawberry churro.
Madge.
Madge, that's it.
Madge.
Stu, why are you correcting? I'm talking in the present tense, not the past tense.
What?
You corrected me in the chat. I'm talking present tense. You're talking
No,
past.
you're just talking bollocks.
Well, the present tense of came is come, isn't it?
It's cami,
About what?
and it means turtle.
In the chat, he said came is JB's favourite, and I put I love cum.
You know, like in Dragon Ball Z, Kami Island.
Nope,
You don't watch Dragon Ball Z, do you?
I don't know.
You're shit, you are, mate. I don't even know why we're friends.
He's not 12.
Oh,
Dragon Ball Z is fucking timeless. Back off.
oh,
Dragon Ball Z.
handbags at dawn, lady.
You and
Hang on,
me.
tell me, you're gonna be telling me that you like Pokemon and Minecraft next.
Well, I definitely like Minecraft, and the Pokemon video games are some of the finest video games in existence. So stick that in your fucking smock helmet pipe and smoke it.
No, judging by your taste in what's good, I think you're the one that's buying smock products still.
I'm not buying. No, I'm
Mate,
not buying.
too far.
I'm not buying smock products still. I bought them and they are that good. They've lasted me. I think I probably got the only ones that are. But there we go.
Probably lasted you because you've used them once, realised it was dangerous, and might not use it again. It's been sitting on the shelf ever since.
They heard who you were and decided to make you a good one.
Oh, yeah. Johnson be a fine thing.
Wow. I mean, did you have fun doing that shopping spree on Carpool Karaoke?
What?
A couple.
On Carpool
Is
Karaoke,
that?
where
is
Metallica
that-
on the shops with the music. Did you not watch it?
No.
Oh
not-
God,
No.
his dementia
that
kicked in again.
Yeah. Sorry. Is that? That's a. Oh crap! What's his name? This is when dementia kicks in, and now I can't remember.
It's written in your lower third.
It's written in my lower thing. No, not James Hetfield. I know James Hetfield. Who does Carpool Karaoke?
James Corden.
That's the fella.
It wasn't.
There
No,
you go.
the weird series.
James Corden, Chris, you do look a lot like him, you know.
Off. I used to get that a lot.
You really do look a lot like him. Like, if he, stops caring, honestly, yeah.
You look a bit like the bloke from the Ed Card advert, but that's a different story.
From what advert?
Egg Card.
No,
Do
I
you
don't watch
remember
TV.
You don't remember the Egg Card advert?
I know what an egg card is, yeah, but I don't watch enough TV to have seen an advert for one.
That's a 10-year-old advert.
Mark, what else are TYV donating, mate?
Puts up a suicide box. Now, I don't know if that's a series box or the suicide squonk box. I'll have to get them to confirm
Wasn't it a fuck clones?
No, I thought it was a fuck cancer.
Oh, fuck cancer.
Oh, yeah,
suicide
fuck
box,
cancer box,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's a series.
I seem to remember him saying he thought it was appropriate.
Yes.
Well, they've also given away probably the most appropriate prize of them all.
The Zomo laser.
They
I
are.
know Dale's bottom lip.
Zomo laser. So you can understand what the bottom of the boner board feels like firsthand.
It's more of a consolation prize than anything else.
Yeah. If you own a Zomo laser, you get to look up on every other vape product on the market, just dreaming that you own something that good.
Oh, that
Even-
one. Expo.
Even the CE4.
I didn't get to boner that because I didn't make the show after Expo, so did someone skank my boner and put it on there? That other mod that me and Mark saw.
What, the Raybox?
No, I don't know what it was. Me and
The
Mark
Smart Raybox was out before the Zomo laser. The Zomo laser is a copy.
at Expo. We found this. We saw this box, and me and Mark asked them if we could take a picture. They thought it's because we thought it was really cool, but guess what? It wasn't.
Who took the photo? Was it on my phone or yours?
Check this bad boy out.
They were. But you could change the colour of the LEDs.
And you could change how fast they gave you an epileptic seizure. Honestly, that was like pulsing through the RGB spectrum at about 700 mile an hour when I took that photo. It was purple as I took the photo, and it moved that fast. It was green when the shutter went off. It's madness. But yeah, that's got to go on the boner board at some time. I've got a boner actually for this week. Surprisingly, I was prepared. So I'm not going to put it out this week, but it needs to go out. What else are we raffling up?
We have also got a full set of coils from Coils by Scott. I think there's 4 that he's handing over. He did message me with details, but I was that rude. I didn't read it. Bear with me. But Got a set of aliens, set of fuse, set of framed, and a set of staples. So there's probably a good 50 odd quid's worth of coils there.
That's a good little haul.
Hey, I think he charges like 10 quid for 2 of those pairs.
Yeah,
so that's 20 quid just in 2 pairs.
They are cracking coils though. They're really, really good coils.
Yeah, they're fucking lovely. You'll never find a fault on one of them. You'll never find a single fucking wrap wrong.
No.
Yeah, I installed a set for someone at Expo, and whatever deck it was in, I put them both through the middle lead, the middle holes, so the leads were both in. Can't remember what deck it was, but one of the screws didn't actually pinch both leads, so it fired, pulsed, set itself up perfectly. The second he'd put his cotton in and juiced it, he had it on a stacked meg mod as well, and he fired it, and only 1 coil went off. That wasn't good.
Great story, bro. Next on the list,
you pair of cunts.
Next on the list, Chris, JB, we have got 2. Are they V2s or V1s, Chris?
V2s.
2 V2 Pandoras, 1 brass and 1 copper. They're obviously 2 separate prizes, and a full line of PJ Bros. What?
Oh, someone won a Pandora off me on the Ideal Home show, and I was supposed to post it out yesterday. I've forgotten who it is.
So
excellent. So if you are missing a Pandora, you watch. We're now going to get about 5 people in chat going, "It's me! I want it! Send it to me!"
I can't remember who it was. Oh, I need to find it.
You
I've got it.
And also a full line of the PJ Bros. Now, how many flavors are in the PJ Bros, Chris?
4.
And they are?
They are
Tom, Dick, Harry.
What?
His names are in it.
No, there's Madison, which is a blueberry cinnamon crumb cake. There is Green Bay, which is a sweet lemon cheesecake. They've got La Crosse, which is like a fruit cereal, and then there is what's it called? The red one.
Madison's red.
No, Madison's blue. Eau Claire, which is a strawberry creme brulee. There is another one. I don't know if I've got any of it though. I think those 2 boxes up there have got it in. If it's in there as well, I'll chuck that one in as well. But yes, they're non-TPD compliant, so I don't sell them, but we're giving them away as a raffle prize, so we can do that.
So you can have your choice of nicotine strength as well. Next on the list, we have James Clark. He has put up an authentic Boxer Squonk mod and also an authentic Rebel Squonk mod.
Couple of lovely little squonkers.
Indeed, definitely.
They're both really nice boxes as well. Those Rebels, after I saw that one that James put up, I was looking around on Google. I very nearly bought one. I ended up buying something else instead, but very, very nearly got one of them.
Next on the list, James Story has very kindly put up a Mad Hatter 24 mech kit. It comes as an RDA and a mod, and that's in black and brass. Thank you very much, James.
He showed me that earlier. That looks nice and all.
Does look nice, yeah. Kevin Last, as you might have seen in chat earlier, has put up his next care package, which is the full Danish line that we were talking about earlier. I think there's 5 in that. Pretty sure there's 5 in that line, so there's 5 bottles there. Phobic Mods have put up a one of their Squonk, the Phobic Squonk mods.
3D Squonk mods.
We had, when was he on the show? Was he on last week?
Yeah, it was last week.
Was it really?
Yeah. It really was.
Years ago. Yeah, and he's put up a Phobic Squonk mode up for raffle.
A mode?
Do you remember what type he said he put up, whether it was a print or a Delrin?
3D.
It was a print.
Yeah.
They are very nice.
They're fucking lovely. They're
Very nice.
properly sorted. They are.
And you look at them, and I said this last week. You look at it and you think, oh, that's going to be a bit squidgy and squishy, but it's not. Even with all the holes in it, it's just rock solid.
Actually freaked me out. I was chatting to Brad for a good half an hour, 45 minutes at Expo, and I was getting goosebumps. I was feeling funny, like they freak me out. So he's promised that he will actually make me a
Anti-phobia.
no holes in it.
We get that.
Which is literally the opposite of the whole point of owning one of his boxes. I love it.
They're so nice. I really want one, but I can't bring myself.
To be fair though, the quality of them is fucking stellar. I mean, print boxes aren't really my cup of tea. There are 3 that I really, really like. One of them I own, one of them I'm about to own, and one of them Risa owns. Like, and that is AKM, which I think are gorgeous. Risa's got one of them. Phobic mods, which I've got one of on the way, and the 67 Neo, which I've ordered. Like, they're the only print boxes that I actually can abide by, and definitely amongst those 3, Trypophobic is probably the better one.
It's not Trypophobic anymore because people.
I know, but I'm so used to it.
No. It's a phobia mod made by Trypophobic mods.
No, I think he changed his name to Phobic Mod because
I thought he'd just changed. I thought he'd just changed the name of the mod itself.
He changed the company name to Phobic
Mods. Oh, okay.
Is it just because no one can spell in vaping?
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, I wanted to call the Pandora the Pandemonium, but I was told that Americans wouldn't be able to say it.
That's completely reasonable.
So yeah, so that's why we went with Pandora. It was the same thing, Pandemonium coming out of Pand. You know, it covers the whole spectrum, but I wanted it to be called Pandemonium.
I think I just noticed Nightworks said in his in chat that he ask that he doesn't have the phobic in case he wins because it freaks him out. So if the phobia mods do in fact freak you out, when you post your payment, put a little note underneath that says, if I win the phobia mod, can you give it to Chandler?
or arrange a prize swap with that wins.
You did obviously get a lesser prize, but you could get something else that you might actually enjoy. Maybe if we draw that first. Then if you don't want it, you can hand it on to the next person and have the second prize in line.
It must be kind of funny. Like, can you imagine how Brad must feel when people really like those boxes but are freaked out by them at the same time and can't touch them or be near them?
He actually said that he did it to freak his friend out, and his friend loved them and everyone wanted them. So he actually
that was how it all started
as a joke. And now he's given up his full-time job to concentrate on it.
Yeah, I mean they're really popular.
They're nice. But they're making me itch just thinking about them. And I'm cold as well, so I'm cold and creeped out. Like I've got bugs in the jumper or something.
Quick, somebody find a Lotus Pod photograph for Chris.
Don't.
What?
Oh, that video we found of that art where she painted holes over her face, that was freaky.
Oh,
Yeah,
the worst one is that it's like a fly or a bug. It's like a lava.
There you go, Chris.
And it
Go. How's that? You like that?
No.
You like that little Lotus Pod there, Chris? Is that all right for you? You enjoying that? Yeah, you love that, don't you? Imagine sticking your fingers in those little holes. Imagine just getting your little finger in there. Just.
Now that doesn't freak me out, but I've seen some images where people have superimposed that onto like their knee or something, and that really freaks me out.
Oh,
I can't cope with that. Where it's like somebody's got, their elbow or something has got full of holes. It's like, oh.
No, is it just
Chris's reaction then? It was like the leprechaun scene from Wayne's World 2. Do you remember that scene?
Honestly, fucking freaked me out.
I'm quite impressed that you.
Yeah, Andrew in the chat's going nuts as well.
Oh, my head is so itchy.
Oh, this is great.
Right, on that note, have we got else left?
It's boner time, isn't it?
Have we been through all raffles?
Was that everything?
I think that's everything, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
That's everything for now.
I mean, obviously, if anybody wants to donate anything else, that would be lovely. And thank you so much to everyone that has donated stuff, because you're all incredible, wonderful.
There was a guy at Expo who actually came along and said to me and Mark, I don't want a mug, but take the money for one to put towards the charity.
Yeah.
And we actually, oh my God.
Oh, now then.
I'm just clicking on me. I'm going to look at myself.
Yeah, but it leaves the little one down the bottom. That's
It looks like a spot.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, carry on, Chris.
I think we just lost night work.
And there was a I can't even think about what was I even saying?
Somebody came up to us and offered us
About a mug. The mug.
Well, yeah, they offered us to give us the money to put towards the charity donation, but without getting anything for it. And we actually told him to take it with him and put it towards
the raffle.
The raffle.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, Jim. You're Jim.
I love how everyone's catching up on chat.
Yeah, sorry, chat. Jim says if I can get one finished, he may throw me a squonk box. Now I've seen a couple of pictures of a couple of squonk boxes that he's making. He's giving it a go.
Mark's
And,
being a little ledge
yeah,
as well.
that could be something really nice. Jim, you're a star. I'll PM you later. There you go.
Yeah, Markski as well. He said that he's going to have a little rummage around. He said for Mark to PM him. Obviously, he likes Mark more than the rest of us.
Actually, I've got a present for Markski. I've ordered him some Supreme battery wraps. I'm going to send them to him. Someone was taking a piss out of him the other day on iOS. And yeah, I'm going to get him some Supreme battery wraps.
What's a Supreme battery wrap?
So Supreme are like they're like a brand that all the cool kids are using at the minute, and they had a brick. They made a brick with Supreme written on it and were selling it for £1,000. Like
not very nice.
Brick.
what's the word? The hipsters. That's the one. It's a bit of a.
He's a fuck.
It's a bit of a strange. It's a bit of a strange brand, but they do some really cool stuff. But it seems very, very strange.
Chris hasn't got his Hangouts window open, has he?
No, he's not paying attention at all.
Right.
He's really not looking.
Wouldn't
Which
you
is
look
good.
at that a good squeeze?
Yeah.
Chris,
I love that there's people in the chat like properly losing their shit as well. Andrew and James Clark both don't like it either.
Hey, there's something else as well.
Oh, please don't get us completely banned on YouTube, will you?
No, I'm not.
Stuff with holes in.
Okay,
I'm holding fire on Ronnie. It's all.
I'm just checking. Yeah.
I'm not even coming back into chat until you lot stop your bollocks.
We've
I think
stopped, don't
I think
worry.
he's turned it off now.
Oh, I
Thank
have.
God.
I've stopped.
You've given me a headache.
How?
Are you okay?
I don't know. It's giving me a headache thinking about it.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I've got itchy feet and everything.
Itchy feet.
Well, we've stopped it now, so you can come back and we can carry on with the show.
You see. Oh, sorry. I realised I'd still got that up. Sorry.
No, it's gone.
Shall we change it for that? Just for James, and that is actually freaking the fuck out of me.
Just to try and hit the other half of the phobias in the group.
I am actually petrified of clowns, so I'm really struggling at the minute.
See, I don't find clowns particularly scary either.
Yeah. You know what?
What has this show become?
True,
What has this show become?
True story. James Clark was actually abused by a clown at Fest last year, the year before, and he was actually ready to call a taxi to drive him home to Leeds.
Wow.
He was that upset by it.
That sounds pretty tragic.
Right, I'm off. The missus is doing her nut.
Is she scared of holes as well?
What do we have? Just the cutest spider in the world.
Chandler's gone for a spider. Yeah, I like that.
There we go. Yeah.
That's quite a cute spider though, that is.
I like the way you search scary spiders and you've probably got the cutest spider in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that one. Look, that's a cute spider. Look at that.
Oh, I'd tread right on its head.
Look at that. I thought spiders had 8 eyes. It's like got 4.
No, that's their legs.
No,
He's got 4
You
legs.
know by the glare on JB's face that he's still not brought hangouts back up. Like he's just flat refusing.
That bring that back, Chandler.
which way to what? Okay.
That's got 4 legs and 2 arms. I didn't realise spiders had arms.
Has it got 4? No,
No,
aren't they mandibles? Are they the mandibles attached round its mouth?
Yeah, that's its mandibles.
I wouldn't know a mandible if it bit me on the arse.
Yeah, they're for working the food into the mouth.
No, they're not. Their arms are called
Pedipalps. Yeah, that's it. That's the word.
pedipalps. You get to prison.
Look at Marksky with the spider knowledge.
Hey, now we're now turning into
Spider Talk UK.
yeah, Spider Talk UK. Yeah.
Chris, this is going to be a slightly inside joke, but that spider picture that you just had has got them little small arms.
I honestly have not looked at the. I've not looked at the page.
There you go. Mark keeps tarantulas. That's why.
Well, it should get fucking jobs. Don't need to be kept.
Oh dear.
Thank you. Thank you, someone, for laughing at that. It made me feel a lot better.
Ah,
Should we boner?
that's boner. I've only got one this evening, and I don't at the minute even have the link up.
Okay, just got to screen share the bony board. There we go.
Sorry, that's the one that freaks me out.
Yeah, see, heights fuck with me.
Oh,
That's just like, oh man. Right, there you go. That's enough of that.
Vape Phobia UK. That's exactly what we are.
Yes.
Don't worry, Marcus. No one's going to do blue waffle. Unless you mean the juice. Because the juice is actually not awful. Who's bonering first tonight?
Yeah, we're just kind of just sitting here and it's really
I'll go first then.
we're all trying to think of something to freak everybody else out, which
And there you go. My first one's up in John O'Brow.
Is it?
oh,
Is it?
It's uploading. It's my. There we go. It's on mine.
Yeah, I got it.
hey, I can look at them all. I can
Fuck's
look at them
sake, I knew someone would find these.
oh man.
What are our thoughts? Do you like the idea of going back 10 years and you're still screen sharing and squonking on your tubes?
That sounds painful.
It's just the very ugliest thing in the world. Like, I just can't think of any way to make a perfectly good tube look fucking stupider.
You don't fancy one then? You don't fancy one to go on the top of your Vulcan?
I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's for me.
No, do you
I have a feeling that I am not the target market group for this product.
do you want me to buy you one just so you can try it?
No, mate, I really appreciate your generosity, but I think I'm going to take a pass on that.
Keith made me laugh. Who knew it? Holes keep JB quiet.
We'll fear the unknown.
I honestly, genuinely couldn't give a fuck about the rest of the show.
It's properly ruined him, hasn't it? Oh god, I didn't expect it to get to him that much. I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna keep a picture of a fucking lotus pod in my wallet for whenever he's around.
Yeah, the next product we design, I'm gonna get him to secretly engrave a cock inside the airflow ring.
I would love that. I think cocks are great.
I have heard that you like a nice
That's
cock.
my design. I've got your permission now.
Do you know when your samples come through, Stu, you have got to check for it. And Chris, you've got to do it.
Check what?
Yeah, these are shit, aren't they?
So where are we going with the shitty, tubey, squonky, moddy thing?
Is anyone ever going to use this? Seriously, like, does anyone in our chat think that this is a good thing?
No, basically. I don't know. It's so, surely if you want to squonk it, you want to squonk it. If you want to make, you want to make. I mean, if you.
Well, I mean, tube, like squonk boxes that have a tube integrated into the design do. You know, there are some examples of that kind of thing. They're usually regulated, not mechanical, but that kind of thing does exist where the battery sits in a metal tube and then it's, you know, got a squonk bottle in the other side. It's, I just don't see who the hell this is for. Like, who wants this? Who asked for this product?
I mean, Rob in chat has already said it goes in Zomo laser.
Oh, I don't know if it's Zomo laser bad.
I haven't tried one. It looks like a good idea, but
What are we even looking at?
the tube squonk mech mod thing, a mech mod squonk ball.
Oh, that thing.
That thing.
I think there is a potential for it to be done right, but it's not been done right there.
Really?
Yeah.
I think there's potential for it to be done right.
I think if it was done so it was a bit like, what was that AV mod they made where you could have like the two tubes and make it into a parallel box or series box or whatever. If it was done like that, so it become more of a box mod, you added the tube as like a tube you would get in, say, the Kimek.
The Endo.
Yeah.
I reckon it could be done right, but I think that is just done terribly.
Yeah, I mean, the Kimek is kind of an example of that sort of thing already existing, but that's just going to look dumb as fuck. Like, that's just going to look like a floppy cock hanging off the side of your mech mod.
Yeah, on the side like that, it looks like someone's just stuck a tampon to it, but it's not great.
What do you reckon, Chandler? Would you give one a try?
I would like to give one a try. There you go. I haven't tried one. I just got this horrible feeling it's just going to piss juice everywhere. It looks a bit
That's
weird.
a good point. Kev's just said, has it got a protruding 510 pin? It doesn't look like it from this picture.
Oh,
Not from this angle, but it looks like they've cropped it.
So, yeah, true.
Photoshopped it.
So it's hard to say. So it might not even be hybrid safe. And
Certainly worth. I think someone's. Are they expensive? They are. There's the question. How much does it cost to get one of those things?
They're from China. They're like fucking 10 quid.
Oh right.
So it's literally a case of it'll work at a 510, but not a hybrid. A hybrid will probably vent your battery.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll have a look around, see if I can find one. I'm gonna give it a go.
Go on, stick it on the Vulcan 1 with the recoil on top.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
sure
the recoil's not going to work. It's not a squonk one, is it?
pretty sure if you want one, I think
Get
they're
a
on
pin,
3F,
recoil.
aren't they? Yeah, got it.
Why don't we leave it where it is at the minute until we can see if we can find one and try it?
They are £7.99.
Whoa! Where from?
3F vape. I'm looking at these pictures and it doesn't look hybrid safe.
Oh dear. Well, that's an oversight.
In fact, let me just
seeing as my tube mods no, I've got a tube mod that's not a hybrid.
from
I do not know where it is though.
From what I can see on that.
Oh yeah, no, that's not even remotely hybrid safe.
No.
Would help if I was looking at the Hangout.
Actually, no, that looks like it might be adjustable, to be fair, because that looks like it's actually up inside the threads in that picture.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Go back around to the other side a minute. Yeah, you see, look, zoom in on that. Yeah, you see that the pin looks like it's up inside the threads there. So it must be adjustable because that had never even made contact. Anyway, it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Absolute piece of shit. So we've been in that, yeah?
That's been it. Anyone want a brushed stainless? There, they look just as nice.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Right, who's next then?
I've got a couple if you want them. I can't actually remember what they are, so I'm going to bang them both in John O'Brown. Oh no, I can remember what one of them is. I remember one of them very well. I was ever so annoyed. Where are you? There you are. So, I would like to boner, if it ever loads. Remember what I was saying about having really good internet?
Mm-hmm.
My internet's really good. It's just not going to load, is it? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Try uploading it again.
Top-notch internet, Stu.
You what?
Top-notch internet.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, my internet actually is good. It might just be a dodgy image file. I'll try the other one and I'll find a new image.
Oh, it's doing that. Yeah.
I'll try the other one, and if the other one works, I'll find a new image for that first one. Where's my other one? There it is. Yeah, actually, just wanted to briefly talk about this whenever it's ready. In your own time. There we go. New juice line that Stu Vapes has developed, Mr. Stuart Matthew. Why is just nothing working today?
Refresh.
Why is this my life?
Oh no, it's not working on mine either.
So is it Padlet playing up?
Possibly. Let me refresh and try again. No, it's still not working on that image.
Okay, somebody else go while I look for more images then.
I'll go. 2 seconds. Buying shit. Come on, you fucker. Processing. Right, there we go. I think that's that done. Maybe. Let me just drag my first one up.
Oh, I was trying to beat you, but mine's just now taking forever and a week.
Right, well, I'll put mine first up. Yeah, my first one's loaded, Stu, if you want to click it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find new images. Just stall them for a second, Chris. Be professional. Come on.
I'm never talking.
All right, you just keep talking, Chris. Just keep talking. We're nearly there.
Chandler, what did you have for tea?
What did I have for tea? I had the most exciting meal ever. I had a bowl of muesli. There you go. For tea. Yes.
Are you on a budget?
No, I just fancied a bowl of muesli. I thought, oh, I can't be asked.
Chris, go fuck yourself.
Can't be asked to cook anything. Therefore, I went for muesli. Hey, I've got something. Beat you.
Oh, mine's already up. Stu's already shown it. Watch your mouth.
Oh, sorry. All right, it's gone.
This is actually Ollie's picture, but it's more or less the exact same setup that I've got. Except for, I think that's an aftermarket door, and mine's an official Molly one.
Yeah, actually, I don't think it's very nice, Chris. I don't really like it, if I'm honest.
That's good.
He's only jealous.
Yeah, he's very jealous.
Why would I be jealous? I got vape mail today.
Yeah, but you were trying to trade in for that.
I wasn't. Why would I want
You were.
Why would I want a white Molly? No one likes Mollies.
Well, if no one wants it, Chris, when you're done with it, send it my way.
It's fucking beautiful.
Chris, if you trade that to Dolan, I'll fucking kill you.
I love the fact that it's all white. You've got the white Atty to go on it, and it's just white and white and white.
I might swap it with Dolan for a Zomo laser. I mean, I had teething problems with it to start with. I left the build that was in there when I got it. I mean, it sounds a bit skanky, but it was a clean looking build. I washed it, you know, and yeah, I put 20 milligram elements mix salts in it because I thought 45 would be overkill, even though it was only like a 5 rat 26 gauge space or something like that. But yeah, it was still fucking dire. So I put in a fused Clapton of sorts, 2.5 mil, about 0.25, 0.3.
Are you happy now?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
How'd you find the Soul S?
It's all right. I mean, I don't know how my build is, but it's a bit loud. I mean, if I suck in hard, it's fucking loud. Like, listen to this.
Did you find the Soul quite airy? Because I hear a lot of people saying that they find it a bit too airy.
Not with the build I've got in it. I mean, I shut the airflow literally so it was near enough off, and I had 20 milligram mouth to lung in it. But this is wide open, and I think it's almost perfect for this build. But it's like, hear that?
It sounds quite restricted.
It's relatively loud if you don't take a slow inhale.
I think with the Soul S, because you've got the short cap on it. Have you got the original cap too?
I have, yeah, but it's not white.
No, it's stainless. I found the Soul S were very, very odd flavour from it until I put the slam. In fact, mine's here. Until I put a reduced slam cap on.
Well, this is reduced, and the flavour's pretty good.
Yeah. Try the.
Yeah, that's another thing that I hear a lot of. The slam caps are a lot better than the original.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really fucking nice. I'm really enjoying it.
How are your battery wraps holding up with that Molly?
Not too bad. This one's actually been upgraded. It's got solid silver internal. Let me just.
Can you get your batteries out of it?
I can, but not that well. It's still a bit tight. But if you see that, I've got white screws in as well. The only black thing I've got is the lock, which I've just pushed around so far I can't get fucking back around again.
Is that the mod maker lock or the AKM one?
I've got no idea. It come with it in a little bundle that I bought. So it's got the little lock.
I think that's the same one they use on the AKMs. The ones that James, is it from Uncle Ch? Is that his name, James?
Yeah, James.
Yeah. James Spence.
I think they're the ones that he prints.
Yeah, I think it's 3D printed. But yeah, it's just fucking beautiful.
I'm a fan. I like it. I really like it. I wish I didn't because you're keeping it now, you prick, but I really like it.
It's so cold here. It looks like I'm blowing the biggest clouds in the world. But they're not actually that big. It's like fucking stars in their eyes, isn't it?
Tonight, Matthew.
I thought you said you'd got a heater.
I have, but it's in the other shed.
It was in the other shed last week. Have you not had a chance to move it?
But I haven't. I'll need to get it tomorrow. My hands are like ice.
Oh my god, it must be freezing.
Ollie, if you actually bothered listening to what we're saying, we're talking about the little locking ring thing in here, the black bit. That's 3D printed. The Molly is machined Delrin. Look at him. He's a
Yeah,
trend.
Ollie.
He gave me a big lecture about how he set the trend for the white molly and everything. The all white was him, and he's a big vape king. So shout out to Ollie, the main
Ollie Deeks is a big deal, to be fair.
Ollie, the main man vape king. Yeah. What? Oh yeah, that was the boner. What do you guys think then? Where to put it? I want to put it up by at least fully charged.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely fully charged. And you're quite right, like, there has become a trend now for these like all whited out mollies, and
It's
they
Ollie
are
down to Ollie. That is even Ollie's picture that we're using, because Ollie is the vape king. Can we just take a minute's silence just to thank Ollie for the good deeds?
To appreciate Ollie and thank him for his services rendered to the vape industry.
Yeah, that's it. Right, my second boner.
Hang on, bow your head. Take it seriously.
Sorry. Right, my second boner is it's purely based on looks. I mean, I know what the deck is, but it's not. I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I want to put it up high. We'll stick it in John and Brown. Talk about it though. But this is for you guys based on the looks, because I haven't used one either. But I just know what the deck looks like, and you guys don't. If it loads. There we go. There we go.
Ooh.
Stu,
Hang on,
click face.
hang on,
It's clicking in
hang on.
in your own time.
That guy.
Broadside have released or are releasing a matching RDA.
Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. It looks nice.
It looks fucking awesome, doesn't it?
Well, no, I'm not going to say it looks awesome, because it looks an awful lot like the Rogue Force. It looks nice, but it does look an awful lot like the Rogue Force.
No, it doesn't.
Very
It looks like a mech tube.
They're existing mech tubes, so they've released a matching RDA for it.
Let's have a look at the deck then.
I'm not allowed.
You're not allowed.
Not allowed.
Oh, come on. So you tease us with the fact that you know what the deck looks like, and then don't tell us anything, and just go and just show us a teasy outside picture.
Yeah, see, Dino's just said it looks like the Rogue as well.
Have you got, what's the airflow like?
It's like a bit smaller than the Pandora in the actual look of it, but it's direct airflow rather than.
Is it adjustable? Because it doesn't look as though it is.
I'm not saying any more. That's the picture based on how it looks. You can see when it comes out.
I mean, I think the tubes with those RDAs on look pretty, especially like the black Cerakote and the polished stainless.
Yeah, I think they look.
I like yeah, is that the Cerakote? Is that the copper thing in the middle?
No, that's just copper.
On the right. That's just copper. I like the copper one. There you go.
I think they look banging, but I do think that styling is a bit uncomfortably close to the Rogue Force for my personal taste. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, because the Force was a really popular RDA, and it may well not even be deliberate. They may not have even thought of the Force when they designed it.
Well, the Force actually cuts across straight, doesn't it? And then it's
yeah. I'm not saying it looks the same. I'm saying it looks similar.
these look similar to others.
But
until we get more information, until we see the deck, until we can work out whether the airflow is adjustable, I'm kind of
It's based on the looks of it.
meh.
You're not a massive fan of how nice that looks?
No.
Oh,
It's nice, but it's just a metal tube.
so, John O'Brow then, yeah?
no.
Yeah.
Meh.
Where's Meh? Oh, Meh's better than John O'Brown. I'll go with Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want at least pretty good.
Well, you know, we need to look at it again.
I'm pretty sure, Chris, that you said that you're not going to say anything. You just want to know what we think.
at the end of the day, on looks alone, it's not that inspiring. It's a very, very plain looking RDA with a conical tip and a broadside logo in the side of it. On looks alone, there's not a lot to say. So Mert is as good as it's going to get. It could be a fucking revelation in vaping. It could take the tube world by storm. It could be an incredible RDA, but we're not going to know till we try it. Because on looks alone, it's really simple. So what is there to say?
Bunch of arseholes.
Chris hates logical arguments.
We're not endearing ourselves to Chris today, are we, really? What with the holes and now the antipathy against his mech mod.
That's what Chris needs. He needs some more Lotus pods to look at. That'll calm him down.
No, leave it.
I'll just go to bed. I've got no issues with that.
Look at him scratching his face already just at the mention of them.
Oh, so evil.
I love it. I live to see Chris uncomfortable. It's literally my most favourite thing in the world.
Oh. Hey, do I get to play with a boner board now?
Yeah.
Can I have another go at mine, just see if they're working? Because if they're not, then I'm going to leave mine this week.
Go on then.
Just see if they're going to behave themselves now. I've downloaded new images for both of them, and I've refreshed the boner board as well. So they don't work now.
Oh.
It's got to be something to do with my end. Oh no, this one's worked apparently.
Hey, still don't see anything. Where am I not looking?
There we go.
Oh.
So what I'm actually bonering is Sub-ohm tank stock coils, which is not something that we've been over, surprisingly. Historically, I've always been fairly negative towards Sub-ohm tanks, and I've sort of bumped up into indifference over recent months after discovering the Mi 1 about Sub-ohm tanks. So the reason I went looking for the Berserker in the first place was because the 0.6 Joytech BF coils, which you can see in the middle of the image, are the best ones for the Mi 1. And there has just been batch after batch after batch after batch recently that have been fucking awful. Like, these things normally last me at least 2 weeks, and currently I'm going through one every 2 or 3 days because they're just not working. I'm using the same juices that I've always used. They're always 50-50. They're always low in sweetener. They're always the exact kind of juices that help coils go for ages, and they're just dying in no time. And I think until Sub-ohm tank manufacturers start pre-firing their coils to make sure that there's not hotspots in them, and start quality checking the actual resistance wire before it goes into the coil, there's just never going to be consistent Sub-ohm tank coils, and I'm fucking sick of it.
I don't know. I've not really had any issues with the Nautilus coils.
Well, yeah, but even the Nautilus, though, there have been mass reports of bad batches of Nautilus coils. You might have dodged them personally, but you must have read about it.
Look, when I was vaping on the stock coils, I was getting through coils in 3 quid's worth of coil in 3 days, and it was pissing me off. And I then discovered rebuildable tanks, and when I realized that you can buy a 10-meter spool of wire for the same price as a single coil, I just went, sod that. I'm just gonna wrap some coils and stick some cotton in it, and if it's shit, I'll just put another one in.
Yeah, I mean it's worth learning when you consider the cost difference.
But when I did this was like 3 years ago, and from what you're saying, coils aren't any more reliable now as they were 3 years back.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like we had fucking months. I mean, Reese's here now. How many months did we have nothing but glorious coils for? Like perfect coils every time.
Perfect Mi 1 coils for about 7 months.
There you go. Reese said she's had no complaints for about 7 months. And then all of a sudden, for like 2-3 months straight now, we have just not been able to get a pack of coils where at least 3 or 4 of the coils are shit.
I assume you're trying different retailers. It's not just a single retailer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I actually stock them at Age of Steam, and the first time we got a bad batch, I actually deliberately dug to the bottom of the pile from the old stock to try a different batch that had come from the distributor like a month previous. And then after that, I waited until we got a new order in and took a fresh one off of the new order. So I'm trying different batches. You know, I mean, it doesn't specifically matter what retailer they come from, as long as they're from different batches. You know, I'm trying to troubleshoot the problem, and I've even tried like alternatives that fit the same form factor, like the Gecko coils by Jaywell. They fit the same form factor. I got one of them that was good and lasted me a week and a half, and then I got another one in the same pack that I bought two, and one lasted me a week and a half, and the second one lasted me 2 days. You know, you just don't seem to be able to win with sub-ohm tank coils, and I think manufacturers of stock coils just need to be pre-firing the wire and then installing it. They need to find some sort of system to make sure that that wire is not hot spotting.
I mean, it's a bit difficult to do.
No, it's doable. It's definitely doable.
I don't know. Some of the coils are really complexly like.
Well, then they need to redesign their coils. They should be designed with working in mind, not ease of manufacture.
Well, they've obviously been able to do it before, because if you've had months worth of decent coils, then they were obviously doing something right before suddenly getting a batch of ropey ones. There's obviously something has changed somewhere along the lines.
Can I just say that Cozzy built Dale's RDA and put cotton in before pre-firing the coils. It's just something that happens when you're selling something is new. It's hard, you know, to pre-fire the wire and.
Well, no, I mean that was actually an oversight. None of those built Atties had cotton in them except the one that Dale got. They deliberately didn't have cotton in them so that they could be pre-fired, and it just happened that Dale's one somehow got cotton put in it. You know, so that specific example doesn't necessarily make sense.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's not the best thing in the world, is it?
Credit to Aspire, because Nautilus coils do seem to be the ones that you have the least issues with. I think I've maybe had 2 bad Nautilus coils in my life. You know,
I ran out of Nautilus 2 coils and I was waiting for stock to come in, so I went to local shops to pick some coils up. One particular company wanted £17.50 for a pack, so they were swiftly told to get fucked.
$17.50 for a pack of 5 coils.
that's fucking madness.
That is madness.
That's SMKD for you. And then I went to the shop over the road and picked up a pack, and I thought these taste like gash, and they were clones.
Yeah, I've picked up coils by mistake.
Yeah,
They are vertically built, but horizontally wicked. Don't ask me how, but they'd merged 2 coils. You know, normally we get the vertical coils that are wrapped around the outside.
Yeah.
Or you get the horizontal coils which are wicked through the middle. These are vertically wrapped, but with cotton down the center.
That's fucking madness.
That's the only bad Nautilus coils I've ever got.
Yeah, I want to fucking bin sub-ohm tanks. I've just had enough of them at the moment. Like, you know, at some point I might give them another run, but for the time being, manufacturers need to sort their shit out because I am fucking fed up with them.
Yeah, fuck them off, yeah.
Yeah, stick them in there. Stick them in the bucket.
Running empty.
Yeah.
Oh. I just very nearly accidentally put the broadside RDA into running empty then. Sorry, broadside. All right, the picture's disappeared for some reason, but okay, it seems to be the night of malfunction.
It's in running empty on my screen.
The picture's there, is it?
Yeah.
Right, second one then. Yeah. Hopefully this one will actually load this time. The last one did, so let's hope that whatever gremlins were bothering me have disappeared now. We're going to work. Yep, there we go. All right. So yeah, Stu Vapes has worked with V-Juice to put out a new juice line called Trick Drips, and it is a 0 milligram 60 mil. It's not a short fill. It's a 0 milligram 60 mil max VG, and it is designed for trickers. Stu has got a bit of a background in tricking, so it is something that he's very passionate about. And I'll be honest, I'll be completely honest. I said this to Stu, so I don't mind saying it publicly. V-Juice typically doesn't really warm me very much. It's not a brand that I tend to find I often like juices from. They've got a lot of them, and I tend to only like, you know, maybe one in every 6 or 7 that I try. You know, I've gone through a fair few of them now, and I don't tend to like many of them. And there was one called Blues Brothers, which I was vaping at an expo back in May, and I loved it. But by the time I got to the end of that expo, because it's got such a like pungent kind of flavor to it, I actually couldn't touch it after that. So the last one that I liked, I actually ended up very quickly going off. Anyway, trying not to waffle, but you know, I've not been mad on V-Juice stuff recently. And then I tried these, and Stu said to me, you know, look, I want your honest opinion on what you think of them. And the Blue O, I could take it or leave it. It's okay. You know, it's got a lot of mint in it, and I don't get as much of the fruit as I feel like I should, but I do get the mint. The Green O, I wasn't very keen on because it has a specific concentrate in it that I don't particularly like. But the Yellow O, the lemon one, fuck me. It was actually like nearly, for me, nearly Mary's Kitchen Lemon Madeira cake good. It was really fucking good. And it was just sort of nice to have that surprise of a juice line that I'd sort of started to, you know, kind of assume just didn't have many flavors for me, to then come along with a little sort of new line and to try them and actually find one in there that was not only nice, but was actually really, really impressive. So just wanted to say sort of well done to Stu for that, because he's made a bloody good juice there. And, you know, recognise it by sticking it on the boner board somewhere. Did any of you guys try these at Expo?
No.
No, I saw him.
I got loads of free shit.
I didn't. Well, no, I saw him at Expo in May, and actually got an interview off him in the May one, and he said Trick Drips was coming out, and it was coming out a week or 2 after the Expo, so I didn't actually get to try any.
Well, I would highly recommend you get your hands on some, because it is actually really pretty decent. It is pretty fucking good. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be rushing out to buy a bottle of Yellow O every single time I run out of the previous one, but certainly when I fancy a lemon vape, I'm going to now be tossing up, do I want Yellow O or do I want Mary's Madeira, you know? And that's pretty impressive, because Mary's Madeira is, as far as I'm concerned, the best lemon vape on the market.
Well, there you go. High praise.
I think I need to try it before I... You know, it's got the backing of V-Juice, so, you know, it's going to do well. Yeah. It will do well. They've got a good following. They make some incredible juices. They took, was it dessert of the show?
That's cream.
Cream of the show.
From one of the ROKD line.
At Expo. So they'll obviously do very, very well. And there's not many tricking juices out there. So to have a 0 milligram designed at 0 milligram is really good.
Yeah, I mean, I really dig that, you know, the idea of releasing a 0 milligram juice that is a 0 milligram juice, and that is, you know, the intention. And especially something that's like near as makes no difference 100% VG as well, you know, like really, really high VG. I think it's a bit of a unique space on the market. And the flavors are good, you know. Realistically, there's nothing that stops you vaping 10 mil and then whacking a shot in anyway. Well, yeah, I mean, if you insist on having nicotine with it, yeah, I mean, it will dilute the flavor a bit, but yeah, you know, if you really want it with nicotine, you can certainly have it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't exclude people that don't vape 0. Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. But yeah. I mean, my personal opinion, I think, you know, pretty good. I feel like after you guys try it, you might want to modify that, but I feel like pretty good is a good place for it to start.
Definitely.
Everyone happy with pretty good?
I'm a bit reluctant, seeing as the highest broadside got was meh.
Yeah, but the difference is that Trick Trips actually exists at the moment, whereas the Broadside RDA doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Well, where is it?
At their factory.
Yeah, exactly.
It still exists. You're banging on about Vulcan bros for fucking months before it existed, you cunt.
I wasn't banging on about it at all. You bastard.
To me, you were.
We were working on it. Of course I was banging on to you about it.
Same thing.
Fucking Egypt.
No, oh, hi, Chris. How you doing? It's like, you done this design yet? Like, Fagin. But I love you for it either way.
Good. I'm glad.
There you go. Next. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. I've not used this boner board before. I'm working it out as I go.
I want
to do the job.
Oh, hang on. Look at this. Look at this.
You've got too stern of a tone. I want Leslie, please.
And there is my boner is Underwall. There you go.
Not so. Oh, good choice.
There you go.
I've actually got a bottle of that somewhere that Mark wrestled Mark Todd for in the mosh pit that was Expo's giveaways. And yeah, he got a bottle of that and gave it to me. I haven't tried it. I don't know where it is. It might be in here actually. Nope, definitely not in there.
Now it's a really weird one. I know that Stuart and Risa tried it at Expo because I was with them at the time. It is a tobacco flavour. But who has ever tasted a tobacco flavour that tastes like a cigarette? It always tastes like sweaty socks. Now this actually tasted like a cigarette. It was disgusting.
You're going to click the
However, it really tasted like a cigarette. You'd even got that aftertaste that you get from smoking a cigarette. It tasted. I said to the bloke on the stall, was it Darren? His name, Stu. Can you remember?
Yeah, Darren.
Yeah, he said. I said to him, "This tastes like an ashtray," and I actually meant it in a kind of a compliment because it does taste like a cigarette. And the reason I've put it, and I think it ought to be quite high up, is because you give this to somebody who smokes cigarettes, they're gonna go, "Yeah, that tastes like a cigarette." And I think that this ought to be in every vape shop.
Yeah, my reaction when I tried it, I said to the guy, look, I mean this genuinely as a compliment. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And what I mean when I say that is it tastes exactly like an actual fag. It's not a tobacco vape. It's an actual cigarette vape. And I agree with you fully. If you were to give that to someone that was just coming off fags, they would find it much easier.
See, I tried a cigarette vape at Expo, but a different level. It's called Iquos, I think.
Oh God!
That tastes just like a cigarette. I don't know
Did it?
I didn't try it. To be honest, though, I was standing in the aisle, and there was a day I really wasn't feeling too great. I'm standing in the aisle chatting to someone. I think it was Mervyn Coe. And the bloke from the stand puts his arm around me and goes, "Check out that." Bear in mind, I was looking at a short Asian man. I think he thought I was looking at some stripper or dancer or whatever she was. And he was like, "Yeah, look at that." And his breath just stank of cigarettes. And I thought, this must be the Iquos stand. And I turned around and it was. And it was fucking, honestly, his breath smelled like he just had 6 fags. His mouth lit all at once. And yeah, I thought to myself, that's definitely going to be like noticed by people trying that are vapors. Yeah.
After I listened to your podcast, I actually went out on a hunt for that.
Oh, did you?
And I went to try and buy some for the shop, and it wasn't on their wholesale, so I gave up.
Yeah,
Oh no!
I listened to that, and actually, I'm pretty sad. The guys at Dr. Salt were going to mix me up because I think they were either making, co-packing, something like that. Mr. Salt.
Yeah.
Oh, they're actually owned by the American salt mix company.
Yeah, the guys that make this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I use all day, every day. But 20 milligram wasn't enough for me. So I was going to get them to sell me a nick shot and then let me have the juice so I can mix it up at a higher ratio. But yeah, I never got a call. I was a bit sad about it.
Oh. Probably because
Mark, I've got his card. So if you want an email address to get straight to Darren to see if you can get some for the shop,
Yeah, they had the chance. I was excited at the time. I'm kind of past it now.
No, to be honest, I'd be really intrigued to try it because it's generally the thing that you get. I mean, I don't spend a massive amount of time in vape shops, but when I am in them, you get a lot of people asking for tobacco flavors, and it's because it's the closest they could get to a cigarette, and they've stuck with it. If you actually found something that tasted like a cigarette, I think it would be much more capable of keeping people off smoking.
I actually tried the tobacco one. I tried the 5 milligram on a direct to lung, and I tried the 20 milligram on a mouth to lung. And the 5 milligram on a direct to lung was just a bit sort of neither in or there. It didn't really have much to it. But the 20 milligram on the mouth to lung was fucking perfect. Like, it was actually like smoking again. Risa had to swig a load of orange juice after she tried it because she felt like she just had a fag.
She said at the time, she says, I feel naughty. I feel like I've had a cigarette. It did, and it had that aftertaste as well. So the only thing it didn't have was the smell and all of the carcinogens of a cigarette. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it is anything that a hobbyist vapor is going to like, because it does taste like a cigarette, and we've kind of moved on from that. But as a getting people off cigarettes, that's what they need.
For the concept alone, I think it should go in fully charged. You know, if it's as good as you say it is, then I think that's fucking brilliant.
It's fucking brilliant. Like, I'm not joking. For me, that is the single cleverest thing I saw at the whole show.
And he spent all weekend with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't say much.
Huh?
That definitely. Yeah, exactly. I think you should put it in fully charged.
I'll tell you what, Mark. There's 3 bottles that I've got here. I'll send you one, and you can try it.
Send you one, and I'll send it back.
I've got the box. I got the box. He gave me a box, so I've got a box and with the bottles in. So I'll send you one of these bottles.
Yeah, send me one, and I'll try it and send it back to
you. I've only got 3 bottles.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll try it and I'll send it back to you.
I'll tell you what, Ian.
Yeah, go on.
Send me one, and then I'll pass it on to Chris.
All right.
Are you fucking joking? I've been waiting a year and a half for you to send an iPad. An iPad, something that actually is worth money, that actually is needed by someone.
It should definitely be the other way around. It should definitely be Chris gets it first and then Mark.
Absolutely.
Chris gets it first.
I actually post stuff out.
I mean, what will happen is it'll go into Chris's free shit pile, and then he'll come to it like a year later.
No, it won't. I'll try it straight away. I'll nip a tank out of it from my billet box. It's 8 mil tank capacity, but then I'll send it on to you.
Cheers, mate.
No, I'll just squirt of it into an empty tank. Or
look. Let's sort it. I've got 3 bottles. I'll send Chris one, and I'll send Mark one, and that leaves me with one. That's fine.
I'll just fucking buy some, right? I'll buy some.
Holy shit! Holy shit! You heard it here first. Chris JB just volunteered to buy something.
I bought something the other day, actually. Oh no, I did. I bought it.
Parking ticket?
I got it at cost.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I did pay for it though.
There you go. So it's gone. Where's it gone?
Fully charged.
Fully charged. Look at that.
It's a fucking genius idea. It's an absolute genius idea. I don't know why someone hadn't thought of it sooner.
I think because it is just shit hard to try and get a flavour that replicates a cigarette.
I will
It really
say,
is.
salt-based nicotine has a sort of ashy kind of mouthfeel and a slightly ashy sort of flavour anyway. And a lot of the salt-based juices that you find tend to try and mask that flavour, whereas with this, I suppose they can play up to it.
Yeah, yeah. I was just impressed. I was just really impressed as a cigarette replacement. Anyway, there you go. I think that's me done, seeing as we're at 10:15.
That's not bad, only 15 minutes overrun.
Well, as soon as we were 15 minutes late starting.
Yeah, so exactly 2 hours then. I put it at about wrap-up time, didn't it?
Has Mark got any bonus?
Oh, have we missed? Oh, no.
No, Mark went first.
Are we going to hang around in Hangouts for 10 minutes?
Yeah, maybe 10 minutes.
It's not available.
Literally 10 minutes.
So when are we going to draw this raffle?
I think we give it, not next week, the week after, we'll do the live draw.
Yeah, cool, because that means we can do an update next week. If any more prizes are donated, we can add them to the list as well.
If you keep your eye on the Facebook group, the VT UK Facebook group, I've actually updated the status, the pin post, with a list of the... Oh, I've actually missed one off there. I will update. I'll update that as we go. My apologies for the ones I've missed off. I'll get those updated shortly. Don't forget to put your screenshot in. So far throughout the show, we have sold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickets so far. So at the moment, everyone that's entered is going to win something.
45 quid to cancer research.
Excellent.
Definitely.
And that was just during the show.
That's a good start.
Wait, is the link gone up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Links up and
Where is it?
running.
Where is it?
The pin post.
It's a pin post, so you actually have to. I wonder whether it's worth unpinning it, just so it, and we'll just keep bumping it.
Yeah, that might be a better idea.
And then it sits at the top, because it doesn't automatically show it on mine when it's pinned. You have to go looking for it.
Let me unpin it then.
Sound. Should we say good night then, folks, and see people in Hangouts?
Good night then, folks, and see people in Hangout.
See you in Hangout.
Good night, folks, and see you in Hangout
next Tuesday.
See you guys.